I just wanted to do my fourth book review because I finished reading a book that I've been reading all month, and it was called Midnight. And it's one book, and then it's four separate stories by four separate authors in there. And then the fourth one is called Wild Wolves. So, in the beginning, in chapter 1 of Wild Wolves, there is a kind of a circus act that travels all over, and they have a group of several people in there, and there's this guy that's in there, the main guy of the circus act, and, he's attractive and everything, and, he is used to having one-night stands, and there's a woman, and she ends up running into him and everything, and they kind of make out and everything, and she's never done anything with a guy, so then she feels like really uncomfortable around him. And then she kind of explains her situation as to why she is there. She explains that her both of her parents are dead, and she's probably maybe about early 20s, and she's not working at the time, so that's kind of the reason that she ran into him. And then he also explains that when he was a kid, his parents committed suicide, so he also explains he doesn't have parents either. And basically there is an attraction between the two of them, but she doesn't really know him that well, and she's not working right now and everything, and then after they kind of make out the first time that they meet, she, just kind of explains her financial situation. She doesn't have parents and she's not working right now, so she would really like it if he would take her to Liverpool, England. She says, like, that's all you have to do. You just have to take me to Liverpool, and that's as far as I need to go. So he says, okay, we can do that and everything. And then, she, is kind of doing it in exchange for work because she's not working right now, and he tells her that there's a very explicit conversation in the chapter, and it says that if she does not, he's going to have her do belly dancing and everything, and she finds that it's too seductive, like she doesn't feel comfortable really doing that in front of a bunch of people. She thinks it's too sexual, and he explains very clearly in the book. There's a paragraph, he says, you can do belly dancing, that's how you can help us. And if you don't like it, then you have to leave. And then, sort of toward the end of the book, she decides that she doesn't want to do the belly dancing, so she tells him, oh, it's okay, it's fine. She says, I don't really feel comfortable doing this, but, it's fine, I'll just leave, and I can find, I can find a job, there's always work out there, and I'm fine, I'll just take care of myself. But by the time that we're almost at the end of the story, there is an attraction between the two of them, and it's at the point where she kind of doesn't want to leave because she wants to get to know him, and then he doesn't really want to let her go, so you will have to read the book if you want to figure out whether she stays or whether she goes.